Welcome, mortals, to the Fantasy Football War Council's podcast. Here are your gods of war, Jonathan Arneson, along with Mario and Daniel Gutierrez.
Welcome in. Welcome to another meeting of the Fantasy Football War Council. I am your god of war, Jonathan, and we have the full crew. The Brothers Grimm, Brothers in Destruction. My goodness. Champ. Well, not ex-champ. You're not champ anymore. New season, new crown champ.
That's right.
We don't have to call you champ anymore.
Until the draft happens.
He's happened. We happened. He won. He won. He gets it. He's new champ.
Yep.
Good time. We hate him. We already hate him. He hasn't been here that long. We hate him. So it doesn't take long. Hatred
you can still be Champio, but it should probably have a year next to it now.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
2025.
But, and well, was it
24? It was
2025. It was like 2020, 2025, and what 2015 or I can't remember your first year.
Yeah, 2017 and 2024.
So okay, I was gonna say, damn, 10 years, almost 10 years apart. Oof.
Yeah,
That's okay. You got two. That's more than some people in this league listening right now can say for themselves. So it's nice to be in the positive side, the upper echelon of us better than you, us winners, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
But I could say that from my peak of the mountain above you all. So come at me. So yeah, I can say that. No one's passed me yet, which is cool. So hey, on today we are finishing up. We have Mario back. It's so nice to have Mario back. We are finishing up the rest of the draft grades. We have Minnesota and down. Well, Miami and down. So apparently Mario he wanted to talk back about Miami. I think something to say about Miami. So Miami's back on the board. But we got Miami and down, and then we've got the schedule release and all the glory that came from all those videos. If everybody watched those videos, there were some good ones, there's some bad ones. But we'll get into all that.
That's some good points in there.
There was some good ones. So let's jump in with the news. Take us away.
All right. Some come on, man news. Rashid Rice has violated his probation and failed a marijuana test. He will serve 30 days in jail for that violation. And while he's in jail, he also had a cleanup procedure on his knee that will sideline him for 2 months. So I'm not sure how that rehab and jail for the first 30 days is going to go. But interesting. Maybe it's a 1 month recovery and
Sure.
I'm sure all those Raiders fans in jail are going to be super gentle with his rehab.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Ouch. Good point. Yeah, good point. Hey, the next 4 years of Super Bowls, we have locations. Now, some of them have been announced. We have next year, 2027 is in Los Angeles. We have 2028 in Atlanta. 2029 was in Las Vegas. And then it was just announced 2030 is in Nashville. And they did drop the 2028 draft got announced. It will be in Minnesota.
Oh, interesting. Where's it supposed to be next year?
Washington, D.C.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah. 2027 will go to D.C. So.
Yeah,
Don't get shivved
their
while
new
you're in the
stadium
capital.
definitely won't be ready by then.
No, it will definitely not be ready. And they might do like 2 or 3 costume changes of their outfit changes and helmet changes. And they're going to tinker before I think that stadium comes out.
Yeah. But did you hear about the
I
Bears?
don't like the W.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know. God, what's the? Go ahead.
Did you hear about the Bears Stadium? The new site that was proposed and supposedly approved is full of toxic waste. So now they have to do a whole soil.
They go back to the other site.
Yep.
Oh, they're going to try and stay there? They're going to try and stay there? I know they had two
It's throwing a wrench. You got people fighting from all sides. It's as though they never decided anything.
Oops.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's Chicago. So,
And then you've got next line of news is Jacoby Brissett, not at OTAs, holding out to be paid as a starting QB.
Play me or play your draft pick, Carson Beck. I mean, I would just play Carson Beck if I was them and not.
Yeah, the news about Carson Beck in the OTAs is not looking good. He's
yeah, I get it, but they're going to get a good draft pick out of it next year when they draft well.
Heck right? Yeah! No, I completely agree. I say if this is your plan to tank for next year, then why spend the money? I mean, I know it's a super cheap franchise anyway, so it's not against what they normally do. And you did draft a quarterback who was highly touted. He seems to be still in recovery right now, so he's got no strength in his arm. And that's what the OTAs are saying, is that he's not hitting anything past a certain mark on the field.
Oh, he's not ready.
And
he's not ready.
And that's, he's got to work through. We still got time before the season. And, but if he sucks, you're going to get first pick. So there's that.
Exactly. So I think it's a win-win either way. So, because if you play him and he does well, you got a good quarterback, and you can use your pick for something else, like an amazing wide receiver to go across from Marvin. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's also.
I'm just saying.
I don't necessarily completely disagree with this, but I do have a devil's advocate take. You still need good enough quarterback play to evaluate your team.
Oh, of course.
Without Jacoby Brissett and Carson Beck being in there, you're not going to be having competent enough quarterback play to evaluate your team and find out what your needs really are.
That's stating that Jacoby Brissett is competent enough to play quarterback all season long, not get hurt, and be the guy that you expect him to be.
It's just good enough to tell that you have other good pieces, and not bad enough to feel like everything's a dumpster fire.
He's like a 22 to 32 quarterback, and at that range, you might as well see what Carson is and say, "Fuck you, get our draft pick."
Yeah.
I don't think he's anything special. I don't think he's anything worth throwing money at, especially in today's inflated contract age. I don't think it's worth it.
Now,
for the money.
My only thing is,
no, I don't think it's worth it.
They might want to think outside the box, but at least try Carson first.
But I will say,
and then if they
starting somebody that you
at
can't
that point go the veteran route,
tell who's running the right routes or how that ball went or how the offensive line is running protections. That's concerning. But hey, you're right. First overall pick next year would be something nice for those teams.
He phases out. I tried to get my devil's advocate here.
Oh.
Sit on my shoulder, but he's getting phased out in my background, so that sucks. I see him as the possibility that he's not worth the money. So I'd let him pull his tantrum and fine him and say come. I mean, I don't know what his contract status is. Is he still under contract? Because he's not a free agent, so he's contracted through the year. I think I'd say do your thing, come play, or don't.
Or I'm going to cut you.
I mean,
they could just cut him before there's any guaranteed money coming in through. You know what?
Yeah,
you're not going to talk. You're not going to be here June 1st or whenever your roster bonus kicks in. We'll just cut you then. We'll roll with rookies and whoever else came off the street. We're going to put a fan in that's had 3 beers that think he can throw better. Let's bring him down. Let's do this.
Isn't that how Kurt Warner was found? Yeah, I mean,
just roll it out like that.
You got veterans you can look at also. I mean, he wants to make at $8 million more than Aaron Rodgers is coming in to make. And you can pull a veteran in off the couch and do something to
Joe Flacco's available.
To evaluate
Absolutely.
the team.
Russell Wilson's out there too.
Don't even start with that shit. Hold on.
I'd rather see Beck.
No, I'd rather see Beck too. Go get Joe Boo from New York. Go get Joe Boo. There's a good one.
Yeah.
Jameis. Go get Jameis.
Oh god, he'd be fun in that offense.
Come on, Jameis will be. Imagine Jameis throwing to Marvin. Oh, the huck it and chuck it downfield to Marvin. Fuck.
You would put fans in the seats.
35 touchdowns and 32 interceptions.
Yep.
No more number one overall pick. That's the difficulty there. That's the tough.
You're putting a high mark on it. You think they won all those games with 35 touchdowns. They didn't win all those games. They just
No, but if they win 6 games, it's still going to be bad.
Oh, fuck.
They got to be 3 or below this next year.
Knows what
Miami's
to do.
coming hard, too.
Probably like 4 win, and yeah.
It's got to be like, Jam will be out. It'll be a great 4, 5, 6 weeks. You win 3 games, then you got to wait in the locker room for him, put him on IR, because that's as much as you're going to get. That's as much as you should get if you're going.
This is true. This is true. Yes, yeah. That's true. All right, I'll move us along. Madden cover.
Yep. Who will make this year's Madden cover?
Well, so let's see. Last year was Saquon Barkley. Year before that was Christian McCaffrey. And will it be the 3P of the running back? So with that said, Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP.
That was my first thought, and my second thought was JSN.
Okay. See, JSN was on my top 5 list. He was actually number 5 on the list for me.
I think given the season and the breakout and the amount of breakout that he had, he's if it's not Stafford for being MVP, it's
Stafford
JSN for being Offensive Player of the Year and doing what he did.
It's Stafford at number 2. It's Stafford at number 2. Bijan at number 1. Bijan just played so damn good last year.
Yeah.
I know, but Madden likes their running backs. They've running back last 2 years. I think, just saying. What award did CMC hold last year?
What if they did?
No, I don't.
What if they did a reverse Madden curse and put Scatterboo in?
Ooh, go with the guy that's already hurt.
Or the dual cover.
I think you're just
ambulance colors in the background, and it's just Scatterboo and what's his name? The quarterback. Oh my gosh, Jackson Dart, Scatterboo Dart, like an ambulance,
and on crutches. Yeah, like on crutches or something on the field. That's funny.
Blue tent edition. Big blue. The blue tent edition.
Big blue. Yeah, the big blue edition. That's actually funny. I had a couples for the counter. It was JSN and Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People go. Not huge. Don't know which way to go on one of them. They can go both of them. Something like that. I don't know. And then it's an all Seattle cover.
Yeah. I think Mike McDonald should be on the cover of Madden.
Either way, I think somebody's getting screwed this year. But
it
comes at you.
It should be a coach. Yep.
Ooh.
Nobody has impacted the game more than Mike McDonald over the last 2 years.
You're not wrong.
Nobody is on the cover. Are you kidding? Come on.
Nobody has affected the game more, and people are learning more about the strategies and what it takes. And so, coach will be on the cover one day in Madden. The more intelligent the fans get, it changes a different perspective from players to strategy as well.
He's saying maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Not this day, but
maybe one day. Not this day.
You know what?
Yeah.
I've got an idea. Kay Adams had on her show Up and Adam where she was glossing over Caleb Williams and his new signature throw. She said she watched all his throws and almost all the real football nuts out there, the film watchers, he's got an off-platform signature move, and it just ends up coming off as such a pretty deep ball. And she's like, anyone else who's ever thrown the ball like that? And that would be something to kind of capture kind of the birth of what could be a Hall of Famer. It could encapsulate hope and his talent and what's coming of the new Chicago Bears.
As a thought, that's interesting. I don't want to see them cursed by the Madden cover, but that is an interesting thought.
Well, they're going to get moved to toxic waste, so come on.
Can't have them winning. Got them out their legs.
Yeah, I see what you did. Okay.
Okay, so...
All right. Skitty Scat.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Scataboo, new update in his health is saying that he shouldn't miss any time this new season. He should be ready by week 1.
Okay. Derrick Henry went down badly in OTAs, but avoided any serious injuries.
Yeah, they said the Baltimore Ravens took a knee at practice. They were all worried about him.
Damn.
And he said the grass was comfortable.
Yeah. Nice, cool place to lay. You get hit hard. Yeah.
That's right. All right. Continued trade rumors. A.J. Brown trade gets interesting. So there's been news that A.J. Brown's like looking at properties in Boston and around other players that play for the Patriots. But now they're talking about possible trade for him to go to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the Jaguars trading Brian Thomas Jr. and draft capital for A.J. Brown to the Eagles.
Yes.
The Eagles would roll out Mekhi Lemon, Devontae Smith, and Brian Thomas Jr. as their 3 wide receivers and get rid of A.J. Brown.
Holy.
Yep, that's the big news.
That goes down.
I like that.
Hurts might not be in Philly for much longer if you roll out those 3 receivers, and there's not a lot of passing yards that happens. But
I don't see him being there long term. I already don't see him being there long term.
No, there's talk that Howie Roseman doesn't really like the weight of second QB contracts, and he's looking to get out from under it. Not that he doesn't believe in Hurts, but he believes in building a team with rookie contract QBs or backup pay height QBs. And he thinks Hurts has earned it, but that's not how he wants to build his team. And so there's rumors around Philly that's kind of what's going on. Yeah, and then with the Racine scandal, Vrabel, New England's trying to get out of the limelight, and they're looking to back out of the A.J. Brown trade, even though they were all in. Now they don't want any dirt on the Rossini and Vrabel push to make this happen, where false things may have been said.
It ain't going away.
So if he goes somewhere else, then it doesn't look like they cheated, even though they were almost successful at that.
Yeah.
Again.
Again. Rank A.J. Brown for me. Rank A.J. Brown for me. Where do you put him?
12.
Okay. That's 10. It's Danny.
Yeah, I mean, I would say same range, 10 to 14, maybe 9.
Okay.
I think he's done a lot to hurt his career over the last couple of seasons. Not being involved in that offense, I think, has really hurt him mentally as a player. And he's just checking out sometimes on the field.
I'm listening to this guy.
Yeah.
And 15 to 18. I was having this conversation with Robbie today, and that's why I had to ask you guys, get your guys' opinion, because he's over here telling me top 10 guy, and started naming off some names and trying to rank him somewhere amongst those names, and I spouted off this list of fucking receivers, and I just kept going, and I stopped, and I'm like, do you want me to continue? Because I can keep going before I put AJ Brown on this list.
Yeah.
So and I wasn't wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. So
yeah.
No,
the narrative that he's top 10 is a few years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally think 12 is his peak, because I think he gave a lot to the team, and I think that could be hitting an age cliff. If it was a motivation cliff instead, and now he's going to be super motivated with his new team, I think he could hit that 12 mark easily. But if all the other signs, which are showing that all the abuse he had to do his body because really trying to put it out there for his teammates and for his team, then I think you're right, John, that his ceiling is lower.
Not very high.
Still top 20.
Yeah,
but
I don't see him as high.
Well, it could be.
That's a stretch even for me. I would think I was just being generous where I placed him. I could go lower, to be honest.
No, because I
mean, it could also be classic physical specimen career end, right?
They just drop.
It's always his physical. It's just his physical traits that have always made him such a difference maker, and those kinds of players, not just receivers, but receivers even in a more accelerated rate.
Oh, they're doing
the
run.
And running backs, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you just hit that cliff, and the decline is harsh, and that happens more with the physical specimen guys that rely on their physicality and athleticism more than the technicians to have a end of career as such as AJ Brown has. And so it doesn't mean maybe he's able to change it around, but for me, I'm like, his prime was way back there. And now his prime was 3 years ago, and that is a whole dynasty rebuild plan, right? So at this point, he's not really worth that much.
It's a whole career,
in a career, maybe, but but if the owner is valuing him as top 10, then who's going to pay that price?
I think he's still terrifying to defenses, but you just can't feed him so much that he'll break down. So he could win you games just being on the field. And when you get him the ball, he'll win those one-on-ones and some two-on-ones. But his body can only handle so much. He's getting
you're not force feeding him 12 receptions a game. He's going to get like 3 to 5, maybe 6. And if you're lucky, he's going to get like 60 to 80 yards.
Now, on the flip side, it could be he's just super unhappy and checked out in Philadelphia because he knows he's not getting the ball, so he's just not there mentally, and he has got to change his environment.
What's the mistake for your next team, though?
Yeah. Feed his ass the ball. That's what it is. That's what he's there for. If you're trading for him, that's what you're going to take him in for. You're going to feed his ass the ball.
Oh, I'd fucking give him 12 to 13 passes. Yeah. I'm going to play you until you're broken, and when you're done, I'm going to drop your ass.
And dude, could you imagine
be honest,
going to like the Commanders or something like that? Oh my god.
Kansas City with all this trouble with Raji, they could go after somebody like him.
Actually,
12 targets a game.
That's the other name that keeps coming up is Kansas City. And
why not? They need receivers. They always struggle with receivers.
He wants to be force-fed like that because he thinks he doesn't have a shot at getting in the Hall of Fame at all because he was wasted. He wasn't that number one receiver that was fed and got to put the stats up. So he wants to go to a place where they just
Kansas
run into the ground.
And pull 2 good seasons and even like 1 Super Bowl. He ain't making no fucking Hall of Fame jacket.
No, I don't think he is either. That's the sad thing.
I don't see it happen. It'd have to be like a fucking Jerry Rice, fucking 28 touchdowns. I mean, you'd have to blow some Warriors off to fucking get a jacket on him.
He would have to have an insane 3 years to get a jacket. He could. I think, like, if he went to the Packers as the receiver and they just fed him like crazy, or a team like that where they're just needing a number one receiver, if they get a quarterback in Miami and he goes down to Miami and just shows out for like 3 years, I think there's a possible argument that could be made, especially if there's Super Bowls that are involved. But current trajectory and the way things are, I feel like that is just highly unlikely.
Rough. I don't know. Okay.
Okay. Next.
I think we need to jump into our teams.
Let's do
okay.
This.
Yeah. We're
Miami.
Back to Miami. Are we back to Miami, Mario? Did you have something to say about Miami that we did not say on the last podcast?
No, I just I like that they're going full lighted on fire rebuild and really throwing as many. I think they drafted smart, being honest with themselves about where they were, and good on them. That's all the time you need to spend on it.
I'm surprised. A team that should be tanking drafted so well. Yep.
They took the fantasy football dynasty strategy. In 3 years, they should be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Minnesota Vikings.
Woo.
Well, they had 9 picks. Not bad. 1 first round.
Yeah, I love their first pick, but I wouldn't have taken him that early. I was thinking if we took him because of all the elite players I thought were going to be gone by the time we got to pick, I thought if it went a certain way, Caleb Banks or Proctor would have been two that I would have been focused on, because Banks is such a beast, but he's got a hurt foot, and it has to do with weight issues.
Yeah.
But having him in and out with as a nose tackle with Vea, back and forth resting, their size and everything is pretty close. Their strength is similar. Vea's a lot stronger, but still, I thought that would be good. Or having him on the line with him, you'd get a lot more energy with both of them interwoven that way, or whatever. So I think with all that pressure and Bain wasn't there yet, but with the additive of Anzalone coming into rush also, I thought we could get a lot of pressure that way, and it would be a good way to build. But I have a lot of faith that Banks is going to do well, and even more so that he went to Flores, because Bowles would have been doing great with him too, I think. But I think of those two, I think he did really well. And then
he had me at Florida Gators. I mean, like, it's Banks. I like Banks. I would have been okay with that.
Dude, he's such a beast. And then Dominic Orange too, going in on the third round. They double dip there. They know where they want to put their pressure, and then the other thing that I think was really solid of note in Minnesota's draft was Max Bredesen. They drafted a fullback, and so they really want to establish that run game. They thought that's where they lacked last year, relying too much on Carson Wentz's arm, relying too much on the other QB's arm. They know they don't really have a solid QB option past this year, and so really developing a ground game to alleviate and balance their offense is something they want. And so I thought that was a good sign of direction for the team.
He's a great blocker. Yeah, he grades out as an amazing blocker here. But to hear you talk shame on JJ McCarthy, That's your golden. I hear you talk so much shame. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I told you I'm calling him
You
9
had
Conk
such
now.
I saw your nickname. I did see your nickname. That went out to the whole league, by the way. We all saw the nicknames. Yeah. We all saw those nicknames. Yeah, Minnesota did well.
I think Flores locked everybody out of the draft room for the first couple of days. It's just saying, give me what I want.
I want this, and I'm going to get it. Yeah.
Well, he gave him the last 2 picks, though.
Yeah.
But Claiborne might be a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Yeah.
The running back.
All right, New England Patriots. The New England Patriots. 9 picks. Another 9 picks.
Mm-hmm.
I think they had a meh draft.
Yeah. I think Pro Football Focus is being nice with the C+. I think it's in the D minus range.
I mean, they could get some contributors.
A little better.
I think Raritan's my favorite pick of their draft, really.
That's funny because I think they could have done, for a team that needed a tight end, they could have done a little better on tight end in this draft.
Oh no,
there's a possibility, but I really like Raritan.
Yeah, no, he's not a bad guy. They definitely could have developed a better tight end out of this draft, I think. And I don't know,
picked one earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
because you look at who else picked,
definitely. You picked Caleb Lomu, and I'm like, you could have done better. I'm not happy with this, and you even jumped a few spots to get this. So,
yeah, I give it a C because they did address certain things they really needed, but yeah, I mean, I think one of my favorite things that they got was actually Jam Miller isn't bad for RB in round 7, and Raritan I thought was really good in round 3, but like you said, John, if they really wanted to address replacing Hunter Henry, you had some really great ones you could have reached up for. Raritan is a really solid
this was a year
team tight end, but he's not. He probably
it wasn't any like 3 big ones, but there was a lot of depth I think in tight end this year's draft that they could have addressed it a round or 2 sooner. So
I think his ceiling is Gadsden, and there was better than that available if they really wanted to address that.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. The New Orleans Saints.
I hate this draft. I hate it. As a Bucks fan,
I had a feeling they would go wide receiver right away with their pick, so didn't know which one, but I had them written down as just wide receiver, so expected. Let's see. Let's look down this draft. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of analysts had Jordan Tyson as the number 1 wide receiver in the draft over Tate, even over prime Chris Bell. So having him in our division, I wasn't as happy that went there, and they got several other players that are just big, beastly, hard to cover, really talented, and
good hits. I think they did well in their draft.
Christian Miller, Oscar Delp, Bryce Lance. I mean,
I like the Lance and the Brown pick. Yeah,
those are all great picks.
Barry Brown, it was with 90, I think, is a steal.
And then in round 6, Barry and Brown from LSU. It's like, what are we going to do in the second to last round? I don't know. Put a flyer out on an LSU receiver. It's just, I was like, okay. Some flyers, I'm like,
absolutely.
Let's see what happens. But I'm like, that was smart.
Return game guy. Yeah.
TJ Hall at 7 was a good pick. He was a guy that they were saying should have gone in the 4th or 5th round.
100%. He was a steal in the 7th. So it shows that they believe in Shug, And yeah, I'm pissed that they drafted really well.
I give it a B plus. I give it a B plus. That's a good draft.
It's a good draft.
Yeah,
that's a good draft.
Even Lorenzo Styles in the 5th.
I was gonna say the Lorenzo Styles pick. I like that pick.
They get
I like that pick.
An A.
A minus because the minus is spiteful.
Yeah. That's just fuck you. The New York Giants. Now, 7 picks, 2 within the first 10, 3 within the first 37.
Yeah.
They could have done better. I cannot give them an A, even who they grabbed. Yes, I like who they grabbed, but I still believe that 5 and 10, this team could have done way fucking better than they did. Arvell Reese with your first pick and Francis Moya guy with your second. Come on. I mean, like, look, I like Francis. Don't get me wrong. Mauigoa. I like Francis. Don't get me wrong. Big motherfucker. Strong, powerful, good hands. Okay.
Yeah.
Best lineman in the draft. I get it. But
on some boards,
you had true. Okay, very good point. On some boards, you had. Talked about what did we talk about? We talked about they should have gone, not Arvell. They should have gone the other guy, and then they should have gone Caleb Downs. Well, we talked about that one too. Yeah, Downs is for their pick 10, and for it was a
Sonny Styles.
Burns?
Yes.
Are we saying Burns? No, I can't remember who Burns. Oh, Sonny Styles got picked right before him, didn't he? So
he was gone at 4, I thought.
Yeah, he was gone at 4. That was a not happening to them. Now Sonny Styles would have been a good pick for them, but that didn't happen.
So Bailey was gone. Styles was gone. I think Reese was a good pick. I really do. I think he's got a lot of
Styles was still on the board at 5.
No.
He went
Failure.
7.
Failure. That should have been Sonny Styles.
Yeah.
Sonny Styles. I knew they failed somehow because we talked about it. And I remember leaving that pizza place going, man, New York fucked up so hardcore with those top 2 picks. They could have done so much better. And talking to Rob, he was so pissed about his team's picks.
If they went Styles and Downs, that would have been an identity.
Yeah, solid. Absolutely.
And,
absolutely solid. I like the Colton Hood, Malachi Fields. I really like Malachi Fields from Notre Dame, wide receiver. And then their last pick, Jack Kelly at a BYU linebacker.
Yes.
I like.
Yep.
Yeah. I give him a B+.
I think PFF has their highest graded pick out as tackle, Davis, their second to last pick at 192. So,
yeah, that's solid.
I think that
I give them a good grade.
I can understand
way better.
I can understand why they went Reese over Styles. Reese has been doing it longer, but he's still 20 years old, right? But the thing is last year, the worst positional group that the Giants had was their linebackers. And so they signed Tremaine Edmonds and I forget which other free agent, but they replaced the linebacker core almost completely, right? And so they also have some guys that are still developing on edge. And they should be perfectly fine, but they're still developing on edge, okay? So what they're doing is they're drafting Arvell Reese because if those free agent linebackers don't end up panning out, which they might not after this particular year, then they'll move him from wheel linebacker to middle linebacker, and he'll end up running the defense because he's capable of doing so, and that would be the best place for him for fantasy purposes, right, as an IDP player. But if they're able to patch those holes at linebacker, then they might be able to move him to edge to give that defense edge if there's anybody else that's kind of, lacking or not developing like they should be developing because he's a raw ball of clay in that particular position. or you use him as a wheel and you do both, right? So for the positional versatility and long-term gain of having a player like him rather than Sonny Styles, who will be your middle linebacker, and he will be probably
and a future Hall of Fame, fucking Hall of Famer, probably best player out of that draft. I bet.
Totally, but Reese gives them the flexibility to pivot in the future depending on what's going on. I would have taken Styles and Downs flat out.
He says it's crap too, and because of that, I give him B-. It could have been an A+. That's a fucking B-.
Yeah. I do like the Maui Noah pick, but I would have gone Downs.
I gave him a B+ because what they picked wasn't bad. They could have done better. They got themselves up into the position in the draft to get all these quality players out of this year's draft, which, there was a lot to say about this year's draft and the quality. And I think for what they did in positioning themselves, who they picked up and everything like that, I still give them a B+. I will not give them an A because they didn't do the obvious thing. They still picked up great starters, but they didn't do what they should have done.
Better. Yeah.
They possibly solidified two areas of great need with fantastic players out of this draft.
Yep.
They could have built an entire defensive dynasty if they went Styles and Downs. It's all perception on
That'd be
what...
so damaging. So damaging. Big Blue. Yeah, Big Blue. You have Big Blue. Big Blue.
Not only that, look at what the Rams did by grabbing two defensive people next to each other who have chemistry. You put Styles and Downs together, who have chemistry in that backfield and everything, and right off, dynasty.
What about just the identity of your team? On defense, you've got Abdul Carter, you've got on the line right there. Then you got Sonny Styles. Then you got Downs on the back. Plus you've got Burns on the line as well, and Thibodeau. Just beast and mean and bullies and guys that are going to beat the shit out of you or outsmart you. And then on offense, you've got Dart and Scattaboo, and then Neighbors, the one finesse piece on that entire team. Everything else are just sledgehammers. That would be a huge. We're going to kick the crap out of you identity for the New York Giants, and isn't that what Harbaugh's trying to build? I just don't understand that. So.
The office in New York.
I tried to justify it. They can't.
That's their identity.
No.
They could.
They're forming a good one though. It's still on it, but
maybe let's see how it plays out. All right, now the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets.
3 firsts.
Yeah, with going edge with David Bailey, that was a solid pick. Tight end, Sadiq, first tight end off the board.
Yep.
That was a good pick.
Omar Cooper Jr.
No, I'm not. You like Omar Cooper Jr.?
In the first round?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I think the first round might have been a reach, but that's a contract pick, right?
Yeah.
End of the first, if he ends up being a wide receiver 2 on the team, he's worth it for 5 years at that cost, for sure. If he's a wide receiver 3 on that team, he's worth it for 3 years at that cost, or for 5 years at that cost. That's the problem with the way the wide receivers are making bank right now, is that it's driving teams to draft guys that used to be second, third round picks in the first round just for the contract reasons. Because when wide receiver 2s are making $30 million, you got an upside guy that has a possibility of doing more than being the wide receiver 3 or 2 on a team. And you're going to end up paying him $15 million at the peak of his contract over the next 5 years.
It leaves other good picks on the table when you make stuff like that, so I'm good with it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Sadiq was it was a luxury pick for a team that doesn't need that luxury right now. They have Mason Taylor, who's actually a very darn good tight end. And if they went higher on a wide receiver here to help with the other wide receiver they already have in Garrett Wilson, I would have been good with that. Bailey was an interesting choice. There's a lot of reasons for that. Good on them if they had him higher than Reese. Fine, that's fine. He's more prototypical for an edge. And but I think they should have gone, if they're going to get a pass catcher, you get one of the more elite-looking wide receivers right there. And I would have skipped on someone like Omar Cooper, or I would have waited and picked Antonio Williams.
Question. At 16, I think all three were gone. I think at 16, all three were gone already.
Conception.
The top three. You're talking outside the top three then, though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I think out of the top three, once you go to the top three, then it would have been Sadiq before Conception. Just skill, talent.
So
and I did put Conception.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and I ranked Concepcion higher than Sadiq and Cooper because Sadiq doesn't have the stats in college to show that he can actually handle the volume. Concepcion, he's a chain mover. And so I would have trusted that more.
Lemon
we'll see.
On board at 16.
Lemon, I definitely
I would have drafted. I like Lemon, but there was a handful of teams that were out on Lemon.
100% Lemon. Yeah, 100% Lemon.
I mean, Lemon went four picks later at 20.
Yeah. That's what I thought I saw was that Lemon's who I would have picked for their second pick, and then I would have liked this. I give him a C. Flat out C.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's not no wowing picks, right? And they're graded out as your best pick as your first pick. You're downhill from there. So
I think one of their best picks was actually Cade Klubnik in the fourth round. And the entire team fell off, which looks like coaching. And he looked like he was going to be the number 2 overall pick before the season started. Clemson fell off. But he's got all the talent. He's got all the tools. He did it before for a season. And he still showed some good things through this past season. I think that he could be developed and do really well. So I think he was a solid pick, as well as D'Angelo Pons. But I think a lot of people had him at the end of the second round. But that's fine. You got him at the beginning because that's when your pick was. I'm not mad about that. So those 2 picks are my happiest with what they did. And the rest of it, I mean, they filled holes with guys that met some of those needs, but not nearly as well as New York did, as the Giants did. And so I got to give them a C.
Giants won the New York draft battle. Yeah. Giants still could have done so much better. Yeah.
I agree with all the things you just said.
Yeah, I can get on board with that. All right, Philadelphia Eagles, moving the chains here, trying to keep us moving. 8 picks. Speaking of Mekhi Lemon, here's the Mekhi Lemon pick. Yeah, and another tight end.
Stowers.
Yeah.
Yep. And Stowers actually has the production.
I got. You said Markel Bell, huh? Biggest boy in the draft, 6'9", 346 pounds. This dude is a fucking monster.
That wingspan, man.
Pick up.
Look at it, 87 and an 8. Yeah, he's got massive wingspan.
He's going to swing those arms and power Philly.
Yeah. He's just going to grab people off the light pole when they get stuck up there. Here, let me help you down.
Yeah.
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 I like it.
And then getting Cole Payton in the 5th round, QB.
I like the Cole Payton pick. That's a good pick.
Yeah, I thought he was the 4th best QB in the draft. And sitting in Philly, they tend to pump out QBs pretty well. I was pretty bummed he went there. But...
Well, I mean, I kind of expected them to go quarterback because I don't see Hurts being there long term, so they're going to do something. And they just kind of rounded out their line.
Yeah.
Oh, the Ur Bernard, yeah.
That's
He's a
good.
251.
You are Bernard. I was pretty bummed that Tampa didn't grab him. I wanted. I love physical freaks.
3 years from now, he could be
there were 3 physical freaks in our dynasty draft I didn't get. He was one of them.
It's always the names you remember. Yeah, I get it. I got a couple of those in my head. I give him a solid B. I like the draft. Big boys filling the line, quarterback, line, tight end, wide receiver. They're filling in spots. I like it, and they're pretty stacked on defense, so didn't need as much help.
I agree.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, who just brought back Aaron Rodgers to a 1-year deal. Didn't put it in the notes because I didn't feel it was worthy of anything mentioning. It's Pittsburgh Steelers.
And he finally brought his wife around. Did you see that?
No, I didn't notice that.
She exists. She exists.
Interesting.
And it explains a lot.
What's her name? Is this
they are a match.
She's an influencer hippie type.
Okay, I thought there was the hippie with the weird name like Of the Wind or some shit. I remember he was into some chick that had a weird name.
Brittany something. Star Maiden or something like that, yeah.
There was some chick that had a weird fucking name, yeah. Okay.
So
so outside of Maxi Iheanacho, offensive tackle.
Yeah, great.
They had the fullback. Heinrich, they had the fullback in the draft. I did like that draft pick. That was my favorite draft pick of theirs. I will give that to them.
Eli Heidenreich, that's just for that pick alone. I give them a C.
Yep,
dude, him,
he alone. That was the last pick of the draft for them.
And CMC with their catching profiles. So,
man,
he was Navy's entire offense. As their last pick, phenomenal. And I also love.
He had just over 2,000 collegiate snaps. That's just, I'm sorry. That's okay. I'm sorry. The next guy.
I love round 5. Riley Nowakowski as well. He's a tight end, but he plays a lot like a fullback.
Who's a Hoosier? Who's your Hoosier?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
He's.
I wasn't wowed by Pittsburgh. But I did really like the Heinrich pick. That was one of my.
I like the Heidenreich pick too.
Yeah.
I was really happy to see him go to Pittsburgh. It opens up a lot of opportunity for him. It's a good space.
They picked Caden Wetjen as a return specialist since they let go of Calvin Austin and pretty much most of the rest of the receiver core that was hanging on, and everyone was always like, well, who's behind DK? So now that they have Pittman there, Jeremy Bernard was a good pick because he's a glue guy who will just fill in, move some chains. Their offensive line is insane. So adding the depth of this to it was a good move because their main thing's been health. So that's good. So I give them a B, a solid B, but it could be better. Yeah. I see where and why they did stuff. And did you see they got Jennings Dunker? he was the O lineman mascot of the rookies coming in. Full, what's it called? Party in the front. Party in the back.
Mullet.
Yeah, red hair, mullet, cop mustache, big corn-fed boy. Yeah, he's he's awesome. So I'm
the gorilla is what they called him, Caucasian gorilla or something like that.
The vanilla gorilla.
Vanilla gorilla. Yeah.
That's funny.
All right.
Yeah. So I
have no idea what they did.
The San Francisco 49ers fail.
Oh man.
Fail. Yeah, this is bad.
Come on, Rich.
I'm not a fan of anything that Lynch pulled out this year. He could have done no first round pick. I get that, but it doesn't mean that you fail right?
Fail. Moving on.
Yeah. One pick out of the 8 picks I gave the Kalon Black.
Yeah.
Strong pair of legs.
His analytics
good running back.
Actually show pretty well.
Behind CMC. Yeah. Throwing it behind CMC. He'll take over the number 2 spot.
And they picked up a guy named Ephesians because they need Jesus.
They do.
Yeah, it was bad draft.
They do indeed.
Yep.
Fail. The Super Bowl Seattle Chickens.
Yep.
I actually like the Jadarian Price pick. Oh man, I think he instantly stepped into a role when he was drafted, and I'm sad I didn't get any piece of that. So good for him.
Yeah.
I like their whole draft. I give them an A. Honestly, I really like their whole draft.
I didn't like all of it. I liked the Bud Clark pick. I wasn't sold on Neal, but I did like Bo Stevens, Emmanuel Henderson. But I did like Fuller. Don't really know.
I think they kept the thing. They're trying to improve their strengths, and they didn't have many holes, and I give them a B+. You know?
Depth.
Yeah. I would have liked to see them trade back for Jadarian Price. Like they really tried to move back at least 10 spots, and they were pretty sure they were going to get him there, and pick up another draft pick. I think to add more cornerback, but they still got it anyway. So I would have liked to see what they did with that.
You're getting that 5th round. You're getting that extra year out of your rookie running back that you don't have to worry about that position, right? So
yeah,
I don't know. I don't mind that. I wouldn't. It's a good spot.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This podcast bleeds.
Man.
Well, we all like different uniforms of the Buccaneers. So, yes, we like them all.
There are 2 things I would choose to change, but I know that Light knows more than I do. So I give them an A+, even knowing I would have done 2 things different.
All right.
Ted Hurst. I would have liked to see Pregnon there instead, as our guard, going up there, stirring up our offensive line, keeping everything strong, keeping Baker free and open, and I like that. That was the one I would have done, but oh man! And then I just looking at everything we got here, I would have liked to see, if we did Pregnon instead, then in the 5th round get UR and have that beast on our D line with Vea. I would have really loved that instead of Billy Scrouth. But yeah, I still look at this draft and go, holy crap, we came away with that. That's a solid draft.
can't believe that Bain fell to us. That was something. I'm happy with the Bain pick. Love anything else. Of course, I would have loved Styles or a couple other things, but like Bain fell. That was a good pick. I didn't expect to fall, and it did. So
falling all the way to us
Trotter
was a freaking lottery golden ticket in the wind that happened to plant itself firmly in our pocket, and we took it to the bank. Man, that was amazing. Amazing.
He walked right by that, grabbed the hat, didn't even stop at the mirror, said, fuck the rest of the rookies, I'm doing my thing.
I had him graded so high. So high. I was telling you all about his short arms and what it actually goes to show. I said, if you're not an offensive line, doesn't matter, because you're using leverage, punches, and all these other things. The way he wins with power, it doesn't matter. It actually, you wear your joints less when they're shorter. And I was like,
got hard in the drive.
Dude, he's our new man up, man. Man.
I dig it. Good with Bain Jr. I like it. So, I'm not against the Hurst pick. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind wide receiver. He's a good one. I like the Keontae Scott. I like that one.
Love that pick.
Don't get me wrong. I like Hurst. I like Hurst a lot, but I think if we would have Pregnon would have been like the dude to help out, and our line top 3. Yeah, it would have been top 3.
I would have done Pregnon over Trotter.
Yeah. That's how much I like him.
I'd be okay.
And I would have kept Hurst. Yeah, and I do like the Trotter pick. I think it's a great pick for a linebacker, but I think that I would have.
I think you could have done better at linebacker. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I would have done. I like Trotter, but I would have done something.
And you might have been able to get him somebody else in the 3rd or 4th round as linebacker, but Trotter's young. He's got the pedigree. He's got the athleticism. Doesn't have the experience. Could take him time. But Pregnon is a win-now piece, improving the offensive line and a guard on a guy that we need to keep healthy in Baker Mayfield, because he will play through injuries, and he doesn't play as well when he's hurt at all. He's not one of those guys that can go out there and play hurt and you don't see the drop-off. You see it with Baker. And so we need to keep him healthy, because when he's healthy, he's awesome. So, guard.
He gets rattled.
Guard.
Yeah.
Just more offensive line. So.
Yeah, I would have been a good one. I like the tricky picks.
Yeah, it killed me when Pregnon was still there at the 3rd, and we picked anything other than him.
When Vea Iowani went before we picked Ruben Bain, that was still broke my heart.
It did.
I was really happy with Bain pick.
But I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to go away with Pregnon. Oh my gosh, we're going to go away with Pregnon. And then they went Trotter instead. And then he kept falling. And I was like, okay. Because I was like, he's not a first-round pick. He's not a first-round pick. He's a guard. He's a solid guard. He's going to be great. But when he fell, I was like, okay. And then 3rd round, oh my gosh, he's still there. And then we picked Ted Hurst, and I was like, okay, now I'm mad a little bit.
We'll see. We'll have to see how the rookie year works out.
Absolutely. All right, let's
be one of those players that you keep an eye on forever. Man, I have some of those.
Yeah. Let's finish out our last 2 teams. We have the Tennessee Titans. 8 picks. Carnell Tate took pick number 4. First wide receiver off the board.
Yeah.
Cedric Falk, edge, 31.
He's solid wide receiver.
I like the Anthony Hill pick. Yeah, I like the Anthony Hill pick. Linebacker.
Anthony Hill is a great pick.
Yeah, that one I like.
Fantastic picks.
Still good. Nick Singleton is a great lot of your ticket.
Yep.
Yeah. Gifted, big guy, production back. I liked him. Yeah, he was on my list. Sad, got drafted.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, well, he's one of your 3. Yeah.
I'd give him a B.
Yeah, I give him.
I give him a B minus.
Yeah.
I give him a B minus. Their first 3 picks are about as solid as you could have got for what you needed. Helped all around for your team build. Tate, I'm not sure I would have taken that high because of what else your whole team did.
Well, I think we all like the different wide receivers, and I don't think Tate was on anyone's first list. Right? I'm not wrong. I know I like.
He was
Lemon,
wide receiver 1 or 2. He's a solid wide receiver.
They need
But-
precision, trustworthy.
Yeah.
It's gonna help.
now.
It's gonna help. It's gonna help. What's his name?
I thought it would have been funny to see AJ Brown come back.
Ward needed the help. They bring in help. They bring in guard, center.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I like the Singleton pick too, is because like if Pollard goes down, Spears still isn't healthy. You've got a check down back, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
you
got a
Spears.
Yep, the most quarterback-friendly wide receiver in the draft, Cardinal Tate, and quarterback-friendly running back in Nicholas Singleton.
Yeah, I actually I grade the Titans as an A minus. I like their draft. I like what they did. I go an A minus. I think they were one of the most improved teams that from like where they finished to last year to where they should finish this year. I think they'll be one of the more improved teams of the draft. I think because they did well.
I think coaching has a lot to do with that.
Coach, well, they brought in a whole new squad, and it's gonna be different for Ward. I think it's a whole new offense for him. It's a whole new year. He ain't the crap guy. Yep.
Yes. Chrome Dome.
That was part of the requirements was
everybody was bald. That's right.
To be follically disinclined. Yeah.
All right. Washington Commanders finish out our last team on the board. They stole Sonny Styles. I fucking hate them. I give them an F right there and that for that. Oh my goodness. But yeah, they deserve an A because of Sonny Styles. I think just on his name alone, they could fail the rest of the draft, which they
didn't mess up. He was there. They took him.
They didn't mess up. Yeah, they did well. They did well at 7. They said this guy dropped us at 7. What? And yeah, they did fucking well. I think so.
Him and a Dan Quinn offense. Good God.
Yeah, we got the new Bobby Wagner. He's gonna put on a jacket for sure.
Yeah, but Bobby Wagner featured Luke Kuechly right here. I mean,
it's like Bobby Wagner and Cam Chancellor had a baby. That's Sonny Styles.
Yeah, there you go. Hard hit Cam Chancellor.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's it.
And he's an angry player. He plays angry too. I love it.
Yeah. He's a linebacker position.
Yeah.
I like you saying that. He's converted safety, so yeah, that's exactly it.
Mm-hmm.
And
he plays hard hitting. Yeah.
Antonio Williams, that was a position of need. Joshua Joseph at edge, that was a position of need.
What a
Patron Allen is no joke.
187.
In the 6th round, that's awesome.
People knock his lack of receiving, but guess who else was in the backfield with him? Nicholas Singleton, who was one of the best receivers in the country. Like, it's the same thing. Maybe he just wasn't as good as that guy, so they didn't mix him in that, right?
Yeah.
Jadarian Pierce, second best running back in this draft. But what did he do? Nothing. He had Julian Love that he was running behind. So, I mean,
he only just fell into a great situation of a team that got rid of their running back. So
that's right.
Hey, and you got their other running back having injury issues with Zach Charbonnet. So,
yeah. Personally, I'm a little gun shy after Roschon Johnson being drafted to my team and sitting there for a while and not doing much and being, the golden boy that was if he only got a chance. So. I was going to let someone else pick that up.
Yeah, I feel that one too.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Well, A, I give him an A. Sonny Styles kills it for him, and honestly, they did well. I like the Patron Allen pick too. So, Okay, let's see. We're already at an hour and 10 minutes. You want to spend 5 minutes and talk schedule real quick?
Will it be 5 minutes?
Not really, but we can be really fast. We don't have to go every game.
All right.
Yeah.
Key marks: Bears and Dolphins have the hardest schedule this season. So, and Cardinals. Those help the tank teams right there.
Well, yeah, those are the yeah.
The Browns. Browns to the playoffs this year.
Oh man,
soft schedule.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of the last 8 years, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the best schedule have missed the playoffs. I can see the Browns missing. And then the other 4 lost in division round, lost in wild card, lost in division round. So easiest schedule in the last 8 years has not won a Super Bowl or gotten close. I guess
I don't know. I kind of see the. No, it's hard to see the Browns making it all with their division.
Oh yeah, think about it. And then you got it's Shedeur. You think Shedur's going to take them?
I think they're most improved. Yeah, I do actually. I think he's got enough where I think we were talking about that basement that could evaluate your team, and I think he's accurate, and that can tell you who's good and who isn't on your team, and you know where your weakness is if he plays really well and gets them to do their thing. And then you just replace him with a quarterback. And I think he's enough and the team's enough to where I think they could do really well this year. Not win their division, but
the fact that you have Sanders and Dillon that are sitting on that team that you both drafted in the same year, and they're about to get replaced by another quarterback. Come on, right?
Yeah, but I think Sanders is just enough. Just enough.
I don't think you're wrong.
Why would you? Yeah, I mean, you got to have him play.
I think it's great.
Why would you ever put Watson out? Right? Watson's not your future. You know that now.
You got to keep taking the bat to his knee and keep claiming that he's injured and having surgery to get your money back out of his contract.
Well, you just
remember we had that talk.
The injury clause
starts.
Yeah. Stay down. Hey, we got insurance on his money, right? Good. Stay down. You know what's good for you.
The equipment manager working on his swing.
Yeah. All right. Opening game is Sunday, September 9th. My son's birthday. It's the Patriots versus Seahawks. Okay. Not bad. I mean,
yeah.
Patriots.
Okay. I know.
I feel like
they're like, again?
I feel like we're going to get picked up. Yeah. You have, let's see, a battle for California, yet nowhere near California.
In Australia.
First international game of the year. 49ers and Rams.
Yeah.
10 games, they agreed. 10 games next season they're going to have outside of the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many they have this year. Yeah. I know next year they agree that
do you see the stats on the Giants? They get to play most of the teams coming back from their overseas trips the week after.
Oh, no way. Oh.
That's what isn't factored into their schedule percentage is the rest. Their teams they're going against, their rest is low.
Yeah. They are in the bottom half towards the easier schedule. So are we. So we're not far off.
Yeah, but they get to
we need all the
hit
help.
People up after all that plane flying. Jet lag.
I just don't like to see our first team we're playing is Cincinnati Bengals and their third easiest schedule. So I don't like that we're the first game against them and being called the easiest schedule over here. This is bullshit. So.
The Bengals are notoriously bad for the first 2 to 3 weeks, though.
Oh, I know, but I keep having this thing that we like to lose our week 1 battle. This is what happens. I mean, Baker's been winning it for us the last few seasons, but I'm pretty used to us losing week 1. I just throw that out there.
I'd like to see us win.
Bears and Panthers.
I think we
I'm
can.
excited about.
Yeah, Bears-Panthers game. I am pretty excited about that.
I want to see what Jonathan Brooks does. I want to see how the Bears offense looks. And
is he coming back for week 1?
No, not week 1.
He's 100% cleared.
I didn't think he was week 1.
Jonathan Brooks.
I didn't think Brooks was coming back week 1.
They said that he's been cleared for OTAs. So there's
I thought they were going to do a soft install with him, but I could be wrong.
They might start the season that way, but he's still going to be running week 1. He's going to be active.
And that'd be exciting to finally see him on the field, because that's been a name I've been wanting to see and not getting to see it all with his injuries. So
yeah, I hate what the Panthers are doing.
Let's see. See, here's Sunday's game of the day: Dolphins versus the Raiders. Ooh.
I'm looking forward to that.
I mean, I'm joking. There was a lot of sarcasm in my voice. I'm sorry. I didn't know if that was coming.
I don't think you understand the amount of news that is going to be up.
I want to see who's like. That's what I'm looking forward to. Those are the games I'm choosing because I want to see answers.
He's trying to talk to us.
It could be such an incredible beatdown that everyone's like, Kubiak really turned this thing around, and they way over dramatize it the way they did when he had the first 4 games of the Saints. And it's just, Dolphins are going to be absolute crap. They're rebuilding so much, it's going to be hard for them all to gel together. And so that could be exciting if you're a Raiders fan.
So many new names on that team coming in that are going to be starting positions. Miami's going to look like fucking something. But then again, they're trying to go for that first pick, so I fully expect a tank season all year long. Tanking for Manning, tanking for somebody. So
yeah.
Cardinals, Chargers, Commanders, Eagles. Those are the other ones.
Cowboys, Giants.
Cowboys, Giants. I want to see what Downs does for the Cowboys.
And I'm so mad at the Jaguars for their draft. I want to see them lose to the Browns so bad. I hate their whole draft except for Pregnon. And I hate that because they took him from us.
Because you took him from me. He could have been mine.
That's the only non-stupid pick they did. And, man,
that's pretty good.
F on the Jaguars draft.
F.
Pregnon was the only thing they did right, and he fell so far. I'm like, you guys should have grabbed him earlier. So, did your janitor come up and hit you with his mop?
I'd say he's
so mad with that.
Over the Pregnon pick. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think he's just
Commanders at Eagles, Packers at Vikings, Broncos at Chiefs. I mean, I want to see Broncos back together, healthy. Bo Nix on the field.
Or not. Have you seen pictures of his ankle?
Yeah. I doubt he starts the season. Yeah, I doubt he starts the season.
Brutal.
Yeah, I think they're drafting another QB in 2027.
Mahomes.
It's not going to be Mahomes.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking Justin Fields out there. Oh, yeah, Justin Fields. Let's see it, dude. Let's see it. You have one chance to dethrone Mahomes.
Yeah, I think Broncos are picking a new QB in 2027.
I think it's a possibility.
Possibly, yeah. I think there'd be a handful of teams picking quarterback in that year. There's a lot of good quarterbacks that year. I have like 7. I have like 5, 6, maybe possibly first round. There's like some really good names in there for quarterback.
I could see 7 going in the first round. I really could.
Because I have a feeling that there's going to be like 3 in the first 10. So I don't see it far off of like 6 to 7 in the whole first round, being that it's such a good year of position. So I see it going early, just that 5th round contract, all that stuff. So, but I don't know. I could be wrong. All right. Well, 100 hour and 20 minutes. I love it. If you're still listening, we love you. Thank you for listening. review and rate the show wherever you listen to us. It really helps us out. Write into the show if you have any questions. ffwc23@gmail.com. Hit us up at our, I think it's our X at war_fantasy. And we have a Facebook as well. So thanks for listening. And as always, I have nothing written. So what do you got?
Keep conquering.
There we go.
And dreams collide. A council gathers with power as their guide. Jonathan the strategist with wisdom's might. Mario and Daniel warriors ready to ignite. Thunder roars, lightning cracks the sky. Electric strings sing a battle cry. In this arena